I'm definitely saving money. I don't have the same expenses as I did before, carrying a house and a mortgage. So I'm definitely much freer than I was, and lighter. So yeah, I think I feel like I'm in my renaissance, actually.
In terms of the data that we're seeing at our rental portfolio, we look back and we actually see about a 70% increase in inquiries from people 55 and older in 2025 compared with 2020. I'm Brian Koles. My title is Senior Director of Corporate Development for PMG, Property Markets Group.
Hello, my name is Pippa White, and I am here in Midtown Atlanta from my new apartment at Society Atlanta. Why I prefer renting rather than home ownership: I recently sold my house in Chicago, and it's just kind of, I love my house. My children grew up in the house. But houses are a lot of upkeep, and for me right now at this point in my life, I really wanted to live lighter. And I know a lot of my friends, our kids are launched or launching. We are still, vital and young, and feel like we have lots of life left. And so it's kind of a nice time to kind of have an adventure.
I think people 55 and older now are valuing a much more active lifestyle, right? We also see that they value financial flexibility, right? So they'd rather pay rent than have the money locked up in a house that may be tough to sell, right? It isn't the most liquid asset. Managing a home, it's a ton of work, right? Compared to living in a luxury apartment building, it's comparatively very easy. You're not worrying about maintaining the yard. You don't have to worry about calling the plumber, right? Everything's managed by an on-site management team, and there's just generally less bills to manage and less hassle. So in terms of the American dream, I think people who are starting families, say in their 20s, 30s, 40s, they still want that traditional dream of owning a home, raising their family, being near good schools and community. I think the big shift is that there's this new second chapter.
What advice would I give? I guess I would just say, don't wait. Do it now. If not now, when? Life is an adventure, and like I said, these years are kind of your renaissance.